Hey y'all, it's Lana. Just want to check in this Friday with a real quick video. I haven't had a whole lot to post lately. We've been really busy. We've had something I think every weekend for at least 3 weeks that I can remember. We had a wedding, then it was Labor Day weekend, opening season for opening for dove season, and that pretty much took up the whole week and the whole weekend getting ready for that. And then this past weekend we went to a wedding in Gulf Shores. So I left Thursday afternoon for that, didn't get back home until Sunday. I did get that one post up, but just not a whole lot of time to work on other things. So anyway, as usual, I have more that I want to do than I actually have time for. So the couple of posts that I've had up lately that has done really well, there's a post about the Cooksville United Methodist Church, where I actually go to church. Actually had a really wonderful reaction. It was actually mentioned at church several times, and everybody's been really nice about it. And the church actually offered me, they have a big folder. I have to use my hands to talk. They have a big folder. If you see me moving, that's what I'm doing. I talk with my hands. So I'm actually like down here trying not to do that. I've got my hands in my lap. I'm trying not to talk with my hands, but I can't do it. Anyway, the church loaned me their big folder, big history folder, I guess you would call it, with newspaper articles and that kind of thing. And I've been slowly but surely this week kind of scanning all that stuff in. So I want to do kind of a follow-up on a couple of things that I've posted about lately. One is going to be the church. I have a lot of great newspaper articles and some writings that were done by church members that are really good. Some really good historical pictures, old black and white pictures that I've been scanning in. So I'm excited for that. Been working on that this week. That's kind of been my little project when I have 15 or 20 minutes here or there at night before I go to bed. I've been working on scanning that stuff in. And the other post that generated lots of interest on Facebook, we have a really good little Facebook group. I want to say the name of it, if you grew up in Macon, I think that's the name of it, and have been posting my more local things that are pertinent to Macon. There I go, can't help it, but stuff that's pertinent to Macon. And it was a post about the Old Salem School that's out on Highway 14 right outside of Macon. Lots and lots of Facebook comments about that. So if you're watching this and you commented on Facebook about that post, thank you so much. So many people shared so many great stories about the Old Salem School, and a lot of that, like I said, I need to do a follow-up post on a couple of pieces that I've written, and more especially the one on the Old Salem School. I actually had a gentleman that responded and said that indeed the land was not purchased, it was actually given by his grandfather, and there's a great story that went along with that. So I want to get that kind of maybe typed up this weekend, first of next week, and kind of share that with you. So thank you to the people that have been commenting on Facebook on the blog posts. It's been really interesting to me to read your memories and to read your responses to what I've been writing. So yay, thank you. I love that. I love reading those little backstories, those little snippets from people that actually maybe grew up going to the school, grew up going to the church. I love to hear that little backstory, and I think it's neat to share that on Facebook. And there's so much junk on Facebook. There's so much junk on the internet, as there, this right here, this is junk on the internet, that it's really nice to see people kind of coming together and actually having something nice to talk about on Facebook, and actually remembering maybe some fun times from their childhood. So I hope y'all are enjoying those. I'm enjoying doing them. And like I said, the whole purpose of the blog is to maybe share some stories that maybe nobody knows, to kind of preserve a little history about Noxubee County. There's so much fun stuff about Noxubee County, and wherever I live, I'm really interested in the history of that place. So that's why I do this. But yeah, that's about it. The post I was talking about, the building in front of it was coming off. I kind of had to put a full stop on that. There's a guy that pulled up in front of me, and then he backed up, and then he's turning in over here. Anyway, I was like, oh God, please don't come over here. I'm a weirdo talking to my camera phone. Anyway, super Was really excited about that story, and then they started doing work to that building, and they took off about 30 feet off the front of it. So there's some additional pictures that I want to make of that building and kind of go with that story. I want to talk to the owner. He's a nice guy, and they're having a estate sale at the building, and I want to be able to sneak in and get some pictures. Rubbing my hands together. So I kind of put a full stop on that article and said, I'm going to hold up till I get a little bit more information. I think that's what I'm going to do. But anyway, I'm just behind as usual. I always have more that I want to do than I can get done. But I hope y'all are having a fantastic Friday. I'm really excited about the weather. I'm really excited that it's not so hot all the time anymore. And I just hope y'all have a good weekend. And thanks so much for listening. And thanks so much for reading. And thanks so much for commenting. Bye.